Okay, let's dive right into this explainer by, well, immediately ditching all the soft advice. Today, we're confronting the hard truths about what it actually takes to transform your life. We're looking at a pretty intense mandate for unstoppable discipline. And I promise you, this isn't about feeling all warm and fuzzy in the moment. It's about building a foundation that literally cannot be broken.
So you want your life to change? I've got to ask you directly, are you truly ready for that change? Or are you just sitting around waiting to be saved? Because the harsh reality we're unpacking today is that, well, nobody is coming to save you. If you really want that change, step one is incredibly simple. Stop negotiating with yourself. Listen, nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares how tired you are, how busy your life feels, or how completely justified your reasons might sound in your own head. When you start negotiating with yourself, you're really just bargaining your way straight into failure. Which brings us to our first major concept. Stop negotiating with yourself, because the world rewards action. The exact currency of success is right here. The world rewards action, discipline, repeated effort, and just plain doing the work. That is the price of admission. It means dragging yourself up when you absolutely don't feel like it. It means keeping going when your body and your mind are screaming at you to just stop. And it means putting your head down and grinding while everyone else around you is just, talking about what they plan to do someday. Moving right along to section 2, the comfort trap. These are the sweet little lies your mind tells you to keep you safe. There is a crazy, stark contrast between the weakness of waiting and the sheer power of immediate action. On one side, you have the lies. Oh, I'll just wait until Monday, or I'll wait until next month when things get easier. Honestly, that is pure weakness talking. On the other side is the reality of greatness. You build greatness when you do what needs to be done long before you ever actually feel ready to do it. The truth is, comfort is acting like a slow poison. And this isn't just some abstract motivational philosophy. Neurologically speaking, staying safely tucked in your routine literally halts neuroplasticity. If you don't challenge yourself, your brain stops growing. Comfort softens your mind. It weakens your body. It breaks down your spirit. It quietly teaches you to just quit a little bit early, to point the finger, blame other people, and call that settling a life. But that path, that's reserved only for the average and the forgotten. Because you were not built to stay small. You were not put on this earth to be fragile, to be constantly distracted, or to just live in fear. You are meant for far, far more than the tiny boundaries of your current comfort zone. Instead, you need to become dangerous. You need to be dangerous to doubt, dangerous to weakness, and absolutely dangerous to every single excuse that has ever tried to own you. Being dangerous in this context is the best possible way to live. It means you are a literal, lethal threat to your own limitations. Let's move into section 3, the forging process. This is all about realizing that pain is the actual currency of greatness. We've got to completely rewire how we view discomfort. Struggle is not a red flag that you're failing. It is the definitive proof that you are being forged. Every single hard rep in the gym, every early morning alarm, every deeply uncomfortable decision you have to make, all of that is actively hammering you into someone who is undeniably stronger than their excuses. Just picture it. The room is completely quiet. The weight feels incredibly heavy. When absolutely everything hurts and nobody is cheering for you, man, that isolated, lonely moment is the most important moment of your entire life. Because right there, in the dead silence, your true identity has to step forward. Not your mood, not your desire for a break, your absolute core identity. And here is the crucial takeaway. Every great person paid in blood, sweat, and loneliness way before they ever heard the applause. Those people you look up to, the ones who leave a massive legacy, they didn't get some magic shortcut. They became great solely because they figured out how to suffer without ever surrendering. So how do you actually pull that off? 3 steps. 1, stare down the pain. 2, breathe through the fear. 3, stand in the fire. You have to embrace the heat. Stop running away from the hard stuff and let that fire teach you exactly who you are. You've got to make peace with the hard road. All right, pivoting to our final phase, section 4, total ownership. It's time to take control of your life. Taking ownership means leaving absolutely no stone unturned. You have got to own your body, your habits, your money, your attitude, and your future, period. If any of these are broken, you fix them. If they're weak, you train them. If they are spiraling out of control, it is 100% on you to rein them back in. These are completely non-negotiable. See, the weak always fall back on blame, on drama, and ultimately on quitting. But an iron will, that operates on a strict zero-tolerance policy. No blame, no drama, no quitting. You take absolute total responsibility for every single outcome in your life. And to actually sustain that kind of intensity, you have to understand one massive difference: conviction over motivation. Look, everyone wants to feel motivated, right? But motivation is just a fleeting feeling. It completely depends on what side of the bed you woke up on. Conviction, though, conviction is an unbreakable decision. You don't need another hype video to get motivated. You need the absolute conviction that pain, fear, and doubt will never, ever be stronger than your will.
So how do we execute this on a daily basis? You hit first. Stop waiting around for life to dictate the terms to you. Take the initiative, step up to the challenge, and strike before hesitation even has a chance to set in.
You think clear. When the pressure inevitably spikes and the chaos starts swirling around you, you maintain absolute, unbreakable mental focus. You keep that mind sharp.
You move hard. Every single action you take has to be executed with relentless, unstoppable discipline. Commit fully to the motion.
And finally, you leave absolutely no question about who owns the moment. You get exactly one shot at this life. One chance to build your mindset, to become the kind of person who simply cannot be stopped. You've got to go out there every single day and earn it.
So, I want to leave you with this one final thought. Will you be remembered because you flat out refused to surrender? Or will you break and just fade into the background with everyone else who chose comfort? Stop waiting, stop negotiating, start building your legacy today. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Now get to work.